Hi, and welcome to Michael Chekhov, the NMCA Way. I am Lisa Dalton, one of the founders of the National Michael Chekhov Association. And our topic today is radiating and receiving under the general category of characterization. And I am here today with my colleague and NMCA certified teacher, Paul Bawek. Say hi, Paul.
Hi, Paul. Hi, everyone.
So we're going to start with the on your feet portion, which is going to have us up on our feet or practicing our process of radiating and receiving. So I will invite us to literally come up on your feet, and we will begin with getting in contact with our ideal artistic center in the center of the chest. Mr. Chekhov suggested that this point was about 3 inches below that point where the collarbone joins and about 3 inches inside. So it's not on the surface itself, but if you dropped a plumb line through the top fontanelle and dropped it straight down between your legs, you would find that intersection. And if you extended your arms out to the sides, you would find that you would be in the intersection from that middle finger right across there. So you have this intersection of the vertical and the horizontal there. And this point in the body seems to be the point where we tend to gesture when we identify ourselves as I or me. Hey, this is mine. Hey, I know what I'm saying here. I know. We don't tend to go, I know. We don't tend to go, I know. We tend to go, I know, hey, that's mine. What about me? We tend to come here. So we're going to imagine that we can allow ourselves to become aware of a special power in that intersection within us. That ideal artistic center has a tiny seed of light, a tiny seed of warmth within us. And you can do this with your eyes open or your eyes closed. Eventually, you want to be able to work and have the same power with your eyes open as you do with your eyes closed. So if you've always done it with eyes closed, maybe now's a great time to challenge yourself to be able to hold the image while you're making contact. So in our imagination, we allow this little tiny seed of light to be there. We don't even have to put it there. It's already there. And it is glowing. It is glowing. And we could say that that glow is kind of like a fire or a beam of light that sends energy out. That's called radiating. Sending that energy from that center point out. So now we imagine we can fill and send and expand and open and radiate beams of light from that center point. And it opens in all directions, sending light like the sun, a globe, sending beams of light forward, to the sides, behind us, down and up. It's like a glowing sun getting stronger, larger, fuller, radiating, filling the whole upper body, flowing out into the arms, down through the chest, through the ribs, through the diaphragm, down into the belly, down into your kidneys and your liver and your pancreas. It flows, it radiates down into the intestines, all the way down. It's radiating out into all the muscles, through the bones. It's already filled your heart, and it's radiating up your neck and out behind you and in your chin. And it goes through your whole head, radiating light through your thinking forces, radiating light and warmth through your feeling forces, radiating fire and warmth and power down into your willing forces and out into this space. And we feel this sending, sending, sending. And really, you can imagine it's effortless as you allow. And if you want to move around a little bit, you can do that. Imagine that every movement sends this warmth and light radiating further into the cosmos. And we feel the outward flow of the direction. Imagine that it's flowing from you, and you have, just to allow it, you have an unlimited supply of this fire, light, and warmth to radiate. You do not have any way to possibly exhaust it. It is so unlimited. Is giving, radiating. And imagine you can say a few words or sounds or letters of the alphabet, numbers. 1,
2,
X, 5,
so, 1, yes, no, many,
good. And now, standing open in our sort of expanded capacity, imagine you can feel radiant streams of light and warmth coming from above. And you inhale it, you receive it. And you feel these streams of warmth streaming up from way below, from beyond the earth in other parts of the cosmos, and in from behind, and in from in front. And you receive them. You allow them to come to you. And you inhale them. And you can even exhale while you receive them. And the movements come from the periphery to you. The radiating comes from the periphery to you. You take in and you listen with all your body, listening to the whole of cosmic existence, listening with your back, with your legs, receiving from every direction. And now receive a sound and allow your voice to echo the sound that comes to you.
okay,
A,
yes,
5,
no,
B,
two,
yes,
yes,
good. And allow yourself to sort of pack that up, bring yourself to yourself. And I'm going to toss it over to Paul to lead.
Okay, I just wanted to think of physicalizing that a little more. In other words, feel the center and the energy, the ideal artistic center radiating from that ideal artistic center. And imagine that you're my partner, or there can be anything outside of you that's a partner. And just move your body, you can move a little foot forward toward that space. So get that energy moving in your ideal artistic center. That radiation that's coming from you. And radiate it to your partner, or radiate into the distance in front of you. And radiate it, radiate it, radiate it. And then let it, as you can stand there, you can still radiate, 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 radiate. And then just slowly, as you come back, start receiving. Let the energy from that space that you're looking at, can be Lisa or an object, let that energy start coming toward you as you bring yourself back and just receive it. And keep on receiving it and receiving it. You can even be still and keep on receiving it as you're just standing there still. Keep on receiving it. And then turn the tides and start radiating out. You want to send your message out to that space. Keep on radiating and radiating, radiating. And then slowly start receiving. Receiving, receiving, and allow the body to echo. And it can be still and still receive, still receive, still receive, still receive. Good. And sometimes with a partner, you can also you can send and then they'll send to you and you receive. So sometimes it's nice to have a partner just go back and forth. And just the physical movement echoes what's going on with the radiating and receiving in the body.
Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, we're going to do another exercise. Now we're going to actually allow ourselves to imagine we can focus our radiating from one particular spot in ourselves to a spot in the space. So we'll start with the beginning spot as the ideal artistic center. And it's going to, we can imagine it's almost like a spotlight, or you know those big lights that they have at like movie premieres, giant spotlights that kind of move around. So imagine this, there is this powerful spotlight that's living, generating, transforming you through you, and it's focused on something. Find it, let it scan the room, and then find that where you are now connected with that particular spot in your room. Could be on an object, could be on the ceiling, it could be on the floor, wall, out a window. And just feel now as you move a little bit toward it, like we were just doing, radiating toward it. Now imagine this spotlight stays on it as you turn to the side. And now that spotlight is still radiating to it, but you're not looking at it. And maybe you keep going around and you're still connected to that spot. And you can feel that spot now in your backspace. Feel it radiating behind you. And you can step a little bit away from it, or you can back up toward it, and you can feel you're still radiating, always radiating, and continue around and feel it coming from your other side, going from your ideal artistic center through the side of your body, staying connected to it. Rotating all the way around, and when you see it again, what happens? Did you lose contact with it? Do you feel more in contact with it because you're connected and looking at it now? Can you maintain the same power and sense of contact in radiating without looking at it? Believe in that contact. Turn away. Now move a little more quickly. Imagine you can create a little sequence of activity. Stay in contact with it. I'm going to walk to my chair. I'm going to sit down. I'm going to look. I'm going to say, hello, how are you?
How you doing?
And I'm going to get up, and I'm not looking at that spot, but I am still radiating to it.
Hey.
And now I'm going to pause and I'm going to turn my back to it and feel, I see you, I hear you, I feel you. Radiating to it, I'm now going to allow myself to receive. And imagine that spot is radiating to me. And now I'm moving around. I'm continuing to receive from that spot. I'm not looking at it. I'm going to do my activity again. I'm going to sit again. Hi. Hi. I'm receiving from that spot still. And I'm doing my little activity, still receiving from that spot. And I receive my chair now. And I disconnect from that spot. I can even let it come back to me. We merge together. And or I can peel it off and send it back up to the sphere of imagination. There. Now, I'd like to invite Paul to just try this little line of dialogue. And the line of dialogue is, I wonder where everyone went today. It seems so quiet. Okay? And you can do any little business of activity, but you'll repeat that activity. So first, so it's, I wonder
Where everyone went today, it seemed so quiet.
Either one, yeah. And you're going to say it first as a character who is predominated by receiving. Okay.
You know, I wonder where everybody went today. It just seems so quiet.
I don't know where everyone went. I wonder where they went. It seems so quiet. And release it. And now turn on your radiation, Paul. Same kind of behavior or whatever, and allow the line to be said through a radiating character.
You know, I wonder where everybody went today. I mean, it seems so quiet. Just quiet. Quiet.
Yeah, I wonder too. I mean, everyone's, it's just, I don't know where everyone went today. It seems so quiet.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree.
Good. Good. And release. Good. So we switched. Radiating to receiving. Excellent. So that, Paul, do you have another exercise you want to do, or should we start talking?
Let's start talking. I loved that one. Thank you.
Great. So that ends our Chekhov on your feet portion, and we will continue now with our insights and ideas about radiating and receiving.
Take care.
My favorite person is...
minute on your imaginary bodies.
We took a scene from Golden Boy. We all did the same scene. And now in chaos.